Justin, during the red zone drills, what is the most important part for you? Like, what are you thinking about in the red zone specifically with mechanics?
Yeah, the red zone drills, like the
what you guys were doing.
individual stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we usually just go through the progressions, and just making sure. I think the biggest thing in the red zone is just making sure we're ready to throw. Of course, you don't have as much room as you do in the field, so your feet's got to be ready to throw the ball, and definitely tighter windows down there for sure.
Did you feel like it was a strong session in terms?
Yeah, I feel like we finished off minicamp strong today for sure.
Justin, Matt Eberflus said recently that the theme of the offseason, or one of them on offense, has been some of the deep shots that you've been able to take with Dante and DJ Moore.
Yeah.
Why has that been so important for you to focus on that area?
Just to get that chemistry down, especially with DJ, his first year here, just taking shots, taking chances, it doesn't matter if it's complete or incomplete, now, of course. So just trying to get on the same page, talk, communicate with them, and hopefully we're seeing the same thing when it comes to, where the leverage of the corner is and just different, details and stuff like that.
Have you been, I don't know if surprise is the right word, but it seems to our eye, the chemistry between you two came on really quickly. Was that about the speed you expected it to?
I mean, it did come quickly. I didn't really expect anything because it's different for each guy, but I feel like with DJ, it's, his body language is pretty easy to read. And really early on, we communicated on, how we want, each route's ran and stuff like that. And of course, he's a lot of experience. He's been in the league for, a good period of time now. So, he's played a lot of football, so he knows, different coverages really well. That's one thing that I was kind of impressed about, like with the offense coming in and just, understanding, seeing coverages really well on short routes and stuff like that. So, he's been great, and, the chemistry has definitely picked up.
Justin, how far have you come on your technique, your mechanics, footwork, things like that? If you were to flip on the film from your rookie year and compare it to now, do you see dramatic improvement?
I mean, yeah, it's different from my rookie year because it was a completely different footwork than now. So this footwork that, we have now, the first year of me using it was last year. So, I mean, if you're comparing it from now to last year, I would say it's a big difference for sure.
You're being coached differently.
Sorry?
You're being coached differently that year as far as footwork.
Yeah, but different footwork. Yeah, what's up?
Feel the effect of this, that this works better for you?
Yeah, not necessarily for me. I mean, of course it does. I think last year, of course, was my first year doing it, so I was just trying to get the hang of it. And of course, I grow throughout the year. But this year, I've gotten a lot more comfortable with it, and it just times up for the routes better. And just like I've been saying since last year, our whole offense is using my feet. It's tied with our feet. So just trying to use that feet as like a clock in our head, just to move from each route in the progression.
Justin Chase out right now has created some opportunities for other guys in the wide receiver room. How important is it to get those guys back for training camp so that you can get that chemistry with all three of those guys on the field at the same time? You talk about DJ as well. How important is it to get as many reps as possible when camp starts with all three of them on the field together?
I mean, yeah, Chase has been out, the past 2 weeks? So I feel like when Chase was practicing with us, I felt like we did get that down a little bit. I think he grew tremendously from, last year until now. So I think we got a base in, and I mean, with Mooney, I feel like I'm already, connected with Mooney. So that's fine. But, it's just going to have those guys great back on the field. And I think the biggest thing now is, having them healthy for training camp, instead of having them come out for 3 or 4 practices, risking, further injury. So the biggest thing with that was just health. So, yeah.
When you talk about the feet kind of controlling the clock in your head, is that the entirety of the rhythm and timing that you guys are looking for? How big a part of the rhythm and timing that's being emphasized here is tied to that?
Yeah, I just feel like it's different. Of course, it's tough for you guys to know, when, we're using certain footworks for, what routes, what concepts and stuff like that. But I would say most of it is, yeah. But of course, if you get, press, you might have to press man coverage by the corner. You might have to hang on it just a little bit longer, just depending on what route it is and stuff like that. But it just differs from, concept to what coverage the defense is playing and stuff like that. So.
Also said that one of the things that he's emphasizing is release with you. What specifically are you looking to improve with your release?
Who said that? Who said that? I mean, yeah, of course you want to just work on getting the ball out as fast as you can. with defenses and stuff like that. So, the faster I can get the ball out, the more efficient, the faster I can get the ball into, guys like DJ Moon, running back, all that. So.
Justin, did you have Mike Vick come here last week?
He came and interviewed me for a little. I think they're gonna do a little, thing with different quarterbacks around the league. So.
Just chatting him up.
It was cool. I've chatted with him before. First time was doing it in college, so it was good talking to him again. And of course, always chopping it up, catching up with him, so it was good.
Hey, Justin, how different does it feel to have the offensive line? To us, it looks like the offensive line is in place as opposed to last year at this time when you didn't really know. Is that meaningful to you, or?
I wouldn't say to me. I would say to them, of course, with their communication and stuff like that, them knowing each other, them being able to, pass off different stuff like stunts and stuff like that. But with me, my main, job back there is just to focus on our protection, getting us in the right protection adjustment, right play call. So I wouldn't say the particular guys don't matter as much to me, but I think it matters more to them, the way they communicate, pass different stuff, stunts off and stuff like that.
Is
So.
that part easier getting the guys in place? Like, is that secondhand to you now, or was it always?
Getting the O lineman in place?
Setting up the play at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it's easier for me, but the O linemen, they don't switch positions, so it's like they're right there. But yeah, I didn't really understand the entirety of the question, but
Just if there's a change at the line of scrimmage in terms
you're talking about just guys going.
not necessarily the offensive line.
I mean,
your command of the play.
yeah, I think I've felt comfortable with that since last year, but I think the biggest thing we talked about in OTAs and minicamp was. We're not game planning for our defense right now, so just with the blitz periods and stuff like that, just sticking to our base rules, and if they get us, they get us. Throw hot or throw peaks and stuff like that. So yeah.
Hey,
Justin,
Justin.
word out there that you're going to France to run a football camp. Is that this weekend?
Yeah, I'm leaving tomorrow night to go to that.
What are some of the details of that, and what are you excited about with that trip?
Yeah, so it's gonna be my first time in Europe, so I'm definitely excited for that. Jordan Love's gonna be out there, Deshaun Watson, so guys that usually I work with in the off season, pretty good amount. They're gonna be out there, so we're just gonna host a little football camp out there, and just excited to be out there and go teach some kids overseas about American football. So I'm excited.
Justin, your teammates and Coach Flus have noticed your leadership growing this year. How different do you feel at this point than even a year ago in that role?
Yeah, I just think everybody's buying in, like even more than last year. So it's great to see, and of course, for me, I've definitely grown as a leader. I think even with all the new guys coming in, and they've made it easy. They bought into our culture here, and just competing day in and day out, and really just having that championship mindset. We're all working towards the same goal, all working towards getting better, and I think we just got to take it a day at a time. So everybody's been great up to this point, and we just look to take that next step.
Justin, now you got 5-6 weeks before training camp. This has obviously been a busy off-season workout period for you. How do you want to approach the next 5-6 weeks as it relates to getting work in, taking time off before the grind starts?
Yeah, so I'm gonna take probably this first week and a half, first really week off, and then I'm full go really until camp. So probably mid-July, gonna get the receivers, tight ends, running backs down to Florida, throw with them for a few days, and just right before we come back, and really just to get back on the same page, throwing routes with them, and just getting that chemistry up, on the field, off the field, and stuff like that. And I think that's one part, as a team that we've grown is, our chemistry off the field too. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm about to sneeze. Sorry, hold on. It's like coming and going, but yeah, I'm excited for that. So I think this period in time, I've been lifting a pretty good bit. So as we get closer to training camp, definitely probably start running more and just getting more into running shape, I would say.
On that throw to Rob in the corner of the end zone, what's the most important element of it? You see the anticipation, the velocity, the accuracy. What's the most important element of being able to make a throw like that? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think so. With the one-handed he had.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just on that one, just like I said, the windows get tighter down there, so they were in think shell coverage on there, and Bojack had like inside leverage. So really on that one, it was just beating Bojack to the spot right there. That's why it was kind of a flat throw right there because Bojack's seen our concept, so he knows, and Tyreek, we know he's gonna jump those little out routes. So I was waiting for that one, but just fitting it in the window and really being ready to throw and putting it in a spot where only he can get it. So yeah,
Alright, thanks.
appreciate you guys.